What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Dynamo Kyiv versus Barcelona in the Champions League. Champions League is back. Games are coming in thick and fast. A lot of rotation is going to be happening in this game, judging by what the squad lets us come out with. Before we get into the match preview, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get this video to 150 likes. I'd be very much appreciated. And also subscribe as well. Let's get into the preview. So we're going to start off by looking at the group table in the Champions League. Of course, Barcelona sat on first place with 9 points, Juventus on 6, Dynamo Kyiv and Fernandes on 1 point. Now, if we do win this game, we will qualify for the next round 100%. And then if we win our next game after that against Fernandes away as well, we will qualify first in the group. So these two big games are absolutely important to me, in my opinion, because if we just win them, we won't have to worry about that last game against Juventus at home. You can play all the kids. You can play the likes of Riqui Puig and Alena and Firpo and them, and it doesn't even matter. So I think these two games, if we win them both, should cement our first place in the table. If we draw this one, then maybe win the next one is going to be a bit iffy. So a win in this game is absolutely important. Let's take a look at Dynamo Kyiv. They won their game on the weekend by a score of 2-0. They played on Saturday as well, the same day as Barcelona, and their lines on the screen right now. Do not expect me to pronounce anyone's name. I have no idea how to say their names. That's their lineup. I'm pretty sure. I'm not even gonna attempt to. We all know that number 8 is their captain, and the number 29 is like their star midfielder, and then number 89 at the front is their star striker. Okay, that's all I know basically. Now I wanted to point out the fact that Dynamo Kyiv do have fans in their stadiums. This will be the first time since lockdown that Barcelona plays with the fans in the stadium. And it's gonna be a different feeling to them. Obviously they're used to playing with fans, but when you have a break from something and come back to it, it's gonna be difficult. So that's why I think this game is gonna be very, very tough. Obviously Dynamo Kyiv gave us a run for our money at the Camp Nou, and with fans backing them up. Of course, it's not a full capacity stadium. I believe maybe 25%, something like that. But I'm 100% sure they have fans, especially in the Ukraine where they don't give a crap about anything. They have fans in the stadium. It's gonna be a massively, massively difficult game for Barcelona, and it's gonna be hard to break them down. They're probably gonna come play on the front foot. They're at home. They have their fans backing them up. It's gonna be difficult for Barcelona. Press conference time to react to the press conference of Koeman and the player was Lenglet, which means that Lenglet will 100% be starting the game. Whoop-de-doo, what a surprise. So in case you guys didn't know, whichever player accompanies the coach for a press conference will usually 100% start the game. I would say 99 because I've seen maybe 1 or 2 times in my whole football career the player not start. But for Barcelona, I've never seen it. So Lenglet will be starting the game. Everyone knew about that. So let's get into his quotes. Tomorrow we have an important game to qualify for the round 16 of the Champions League. The game is important for many reasons: to win and to have the opportunity to give some players some rest in the following group matches. We've had a bit of bad luck with injuries. It's not up to me to say if we should sign someone. I'm available for the team and I'm not injured, and I hope to stay that way. In defense, we have to be more aggressive and forceful. We also have to be more attentive. Athletic Madrid's goal was a key moment and it hurt us. De Jong has the quality. He can play as a center back because he has a great vision of the game. When he plays in this position, he has done well. I feel good when I play with him in that position. There's a lot left. We can't lower our arms. If we do, it won't be good for a professional, and we can keep the lack of respect for all people who work for us and all for the fans. So that's Lenglet giving reassurance that he's fit and ready to go, saying that he is more than happy playing with De Jong at center back, and he's saying the league and the Champions League, we can still fight for them. It's not over yet. So basically just saying all the basic stuff. Again, Lenglet is our only fit center back. Same thing that happened in the 18-19 season when PK went down in the beginning. He's been fit all his career, and it's great to have a player like him. And I do think this is one of Bartomeu's best signings, to be honest. 35 million release clause. Can't go wrong. Good press conference from Lenglet. Let's get into Koeman's. So next up is, of course, Ronald Koeman. Let's see what he said. He said, "We've decided that Messi and De Jong will not travel because of the situation in the Champions League. It's quite comfortable with the points we have, and those two need rest. They play a lot of games." Finally. I'm going to keep my hands up. I thought he was going to start both of them, so I'm happy he went with that decision. Umtiti has been injured for a long time. He's training well, and our intention is for him to prepare to play and be able to do so in the next 2 weeks. How am I emotional? I can't be happy with the results, but we have ambition, and I'm happy with the work of this group. Tomorrow's another game and another opportunity to qualify, and we have to take advantage of that. PK will be a major loss for us, a signing maybe. There are only 2 or 3 positions where we need to strengthen ourselves, and one of those positions is the center back position. But today, we can't do anything. Araujo still has to finish recovery, and Mingueza could have his chance. Talked about how, Messi and De Jong desperately needed rest, so he had to rest them. Umtiti may be coming back soon, but there have been reports in the media saying that Koeman does not really like Umtiti and doesn't really trust him because he can't even play 3 games in a row. Of course, talks about PK and how he's going to be a major loss and how we need to make signs, but we can't think about that at the moment. There are injuries, but Mateus is training well and deserves to be on the list. We talk too much about Messi. He has always had a lot of influence on the performance of this club, and he still gives that. I'm convinced he's still a player that we need. January outputs, there isn't time to think about this. We aren't in January yet. Dest still has to adapt. He trains well with it. Dest still has to adapt. He trains well, and with the injuries we have, he will be important. It's not easier for us to win the Champions League than La Liga. I'm convinced at the end of the season we'll be fighting for La Liga as well. Talked about how he included Mateus Fernandes in the squad list because we are short on numbers and it's his first call-up ever. Also talks about Messi and how he said that he always performed. People were saying, you know, after the Atletico game, he didn't perform that well. He was quiet, blah, 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 blah. He's coming on defending Messi. Again, getting questions about January, saying that we do need to focus on January, but not right now because, you know, we're far away from it and we have a lot of games up till January, probably like 10 games. So we need to focus on that first. Then when January comes, we can focus on that. This is quite interesting for me. He said that Dest still has to adapt. He trains well. Now there's an injury, he'll get his opportunity. Still has to adapt. This man came in the lineup in the El Clasico and put in a 10 out of 10 performance. What adaptation does he need? And then you had to stick him out for the interviews after that. By the way, the leadership in this squad is absolutely dire. Like, how do you stick a Pedri and a Dest after 2 huge games to go do interviews? Like an 18 and a 17-year-old, and the guy can't even speak Spanish. Disgrace. And then he talks about how he feels like we're going to be fighting for La Liga at the end and the Champions League. We'll see on that, but probably not. So here's a squad list for the match against Dynamo Kyiv. First thing I need to note that we are finally wearing the black kit again. Come on, black kit is back, baby. Second time we played. We played what, 12 games this season, and this is our only second time playing the black kit. And Messi's not there to wear it. So the squad list is Ter Stegen, Dest, Alena, Griezmann, Pjanic, Braithwaite, Dembele, Riqui Puig, Neto, Coutinho, Lenglet, Pedri, Jordi Alba, Mateus Fernandes making an inclusion, Junior Firpo, Naki Peña, Oscar Mingueza, and Konrad de la Fuente. Now, the big exclusions are, of course, PK injured, Araujo injured, Busquets injured, Roberto injured, and De Jong and Messi being rested. Now, there were reports about Dembele having a sprained shoulder and that he would be out for this game. But he's in the squad, he's ready to go, and it's going to be a big game for Oscar Mingueza and Konrad because I expect them both to make an appearance at some point. I even expect Oscar Mingueza to start. And also, it is a massive, 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 massive game for Griezmann. No Messi in the squad. He's probably going to start the game. He needs to perform, whether he starts at the cam, whether he starts at the striker position. He's going to have to perform. He did well against Real Betis until Messi came, but just couldn't finish. He did well against Real Betis 2 seasons ago in the 5-2 under Valverde. He needs to step up to the occasion. And you might be wondering who's going to be the captain in this game. Messi's out, Busquets out, PK's out, and Roberto's out. It will 100% be Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. He'll be captaining the squad tomorrow. He'll be walking out to the field with that armband, and it's going to be great to see. He's probably going to be the captain because he's the person who stayed at the club the longest in the squad, and of course, we all know how much of a captain he really is. So I would expect Ter Stegen to be the captain. It is not confirmed, but I can give you my word that Ter Stegen will 100% be the captain tomorrow. So time to predict Ronald Koeman's lineup. I'm going to try and predict what he's going to go with for tomorrow's match. It's going to be very, very difficult to predict. I will tell you that. Because obviously we all know I predicted the Atletico Madrid lineup right on the money. So shout out to me. But this lineup is going to be difficult to predict. And my lineup I've gone with right now on the screen right now. I'm going with Ter Stegen in goal. Left back Jordi Alba. Left center back Lenglet. And you might see that right center back open. I'm going to put Oscar Mingueza. But I just couldn't find. He wasn't in my database. So I don't have a picture of him at the moment. But in that space where the center back is empty will be Oscar Mingueza. So that's what I think he's going to go with. Right back's going to be Serginho Dest. And then double pivot, I think he's going to go with Pjanic and Carlos Alena. Now everyone knows, I'm going to admit this as well, Riqui Puig is the better player. But I feel like he's going to go with Alena just for the experience. Because, you know, he played with Real Betis in the Europa League a little bit. And, you know, he's more of an experienced player. So I think he's going to go with Pjanic and Alena. Ahead of him, I think he's going to go with Coutinho. On the left, I think he's going to go with Pedri. And on the right, I think he's going to go with Ousmane Dembele. And up top, I think he's going to go with Antoine Griezmann. I think this is probably basically a Koeman-esque lineup. You could see maybe him switch Pedri and Coutinho. Maybe Coutinho start on the left and Pedri start in the middle. But obviously, I don't agree with this lineup. I think there's a lot of changes that I would make, which I'll show you in a few minutes. I think this is a strong lineup, don't get me wrong, but I think there's some rotations that we still could do. You know, Dembele has a sprained shoulder. I don't know if he's going to start this game. I think if he's fit and ready to go, Koeman will 100% throw him in there. Of course, the back line is very inexperienced. You have Mingueza starting and Dest. But we all know that Dest can do a job. He's done El Clasico. That means he can do it in every single game. Big game for Jordi Alba as well. He's going to have no output to Messi on that left-hand side, so he's going to finally have to pass to someone else. So we'll see what he does there. And of course, Ter Stegen will be captaining the team, and he's going to have to lead this team to a victory. Now I'm going to show you my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. And before I show you this lineup, I want you to keep in mind that this is Dynamo Kyiv away. Champions League, very comfortable. This is the lineup I would go with. I'd go with Ter Stegen in goal, Junior Firpo left back, left center back would be Koeman Lenglet, and right center back again would be Mingueza, but I don't have a picture of him. Right back would be Junior Dest. In the pivot, of course, I'd go with Pjanic and Riqui Puig. Who do you think I am? In the middle, I'd go with Coutinho. On the right, I'd go with Trincao. On the left, I'd go with Konrad and Fuente. And up top, I'd go with Martin Braithwaite. Now, you might be thinking, I thought you hate Martin Braithwaite. Why are you playing him? Well, Griezmann needs a rest too. He played almost 4 games for France, and then he played a game against Atletico Madrid. We have Braithwaite, might as well just play him, but I want to show you this team because this is the depth that we have at this point. Of course, I chose natural wingers on the wings. I went with Trincao on the right just because, if Dembele has a niggling injury, don't want to risk it with Dembele. A sprained shoulder, he could be out for 5 months for all I know, so don't risk it with Dembele. Go with Trincao, give him an opportunity from the start. On the left, we have no left winger, so go to Barcelona B. Konrad de Fuente is their best winger, so on the left has to be him. I don't want to see Pedri there, don't want to see Coutinho there. They are meant to be playing in the middle to create space. I'd go with Konrad de Fuente. In the middle, Coutinho, he just came back from injury, didn't go with Brazil, needs some minutes. I think Pedri needs a rest as well. Played 2 games for the Spain under 21 and now Atletico Madrid. So Coutinho in there ready to go. Wouldn't mind seeing maybe a double pivot of Alena and Puig, but I don't think that really works because you need one of them to be a proper CDM. That's why I would start Pjanic, even though he's played a lot of games as well. But from the beginning of the season, he didn't play that much. I still think he's fit and ready to go. At left back, I'd go Junior Firpo just because I think Alba needs to be dropped. Yes, Alba's probably 100% going to start in the game. He's fit and ready to go. He didn't go on international break. He's going to be playing the game. I'd go Firpo because I think Alba's been very, very poor lately. And I said, you know what? Stick you on the bench. If you don't perform, I'd rather play anyone else. I'd rather play Firpo. I'd rather play Alejandro Balde. But you're not performing. So on the bench you go. Dest right back, no one else. 2 center backs, no one else, and of course Ter Stegen, the GOAT, will be our captain. So that's my lineup. I know it's a bit weird, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Score prediction time. Time to predict the score for this match. It's gonna be a difficult one again to predict. My heart is saying that we're gonna get over the line, but my brain is saying it's gonna be a draw. So for the first time ever, I believe, on the channel, I'm gonna predict Barcelona 1, Dynamo Kyiv 1. I think we will draw this game. I think the fact that they have the fans in the stadium, that they're gonna have all this noise, all these fireworks behind them, it does affect the players. This is the first time they're playing with fans since the beginning of April. So I think it will be difficult. You could see maybe a 0-0. Hopefully it's not. I hate 0-0 games, but it's gonna be difficult for Barcelona to score again with with no Messi. But it's all on Koeman's lineup. If he goes strong, we'll probably get over the line. If he goes maybe a little bit weak like I did, it may be calling for a draw. But I'm just hoping that he goes with those natural wingers and he starts with Riqui Puig. That's all I want to see in this game. If he goes with Trincao Dembele or Trincao Konrad or Dembele Konrad, I don't care. If I see 2 natural wingers and I see Riqui Puig starting, we will win the match. But based on the fact that I don't think he's going to do that, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Let me know what your prediction is down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Dynamo Kyiv versus Barcelona. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and of course leave me your comments down below. Let me know your lines that you would go with your score prediction with it as well. And of course, I will see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along, and of course the match review following after that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and force the Barca.